Hi there. In this video, I'm going to show you how to share your work using Google Docs. Now, in Text.web technology, we use Google Docs to share the link to the task done because it allows for shared editing so that after you finish your work, you don't need to be sending files to us. And when we send you revision, you keep sending files back to us. When you share just a single link, we can see the revision that we have asked you to do and that you've implemented it. We can see it from our end. So now I'm going to show you how to create a Google Docs and how to share your Google Doc links that will allow us to see your work while you are working on it. So the first thing you do is you need to get this app called Docs. If you don't have it, you can go to Google Play Store and you download it. You can search for Google Docs, but this is the icon you should get. So you click on Docs. When you click on Docs, to create your document in Docs, this plus icon that is below the screen, that is in the lower right part of the screen, you click on it, then you click New Document. So let's say, for instance, you're writing a content titled Website versus ClickFunnels. So the first thing you do is, let's say this is your topic. So the first thing you do when you're writing a topic like this, so um website versus funnels, and so the first thing you do is you need to save the document with that name. So when you click on here, I am still going to show you how to do this on a system, but I'm showing you how to do it on a phone first. So when you click on it, it will save the document in that file name. So now you need to understand something. Okay, so after you have pasted the topic, let's assume that, okay, you've written the entire content. Let's assume you've written the entire content. Let's paste it here. It's important for you, before you submit your work at all, it's important that you format it properly. Now, what I mean by formatting properly is this is the topic, right? Or the title. All titles because we're writing web content, they should be in H1. And the way you set your titles in H1, because if you don't label your headings properly, search engine will not be able to determine the sections in your work, right? So to label your heading correctly, you need to highlight the heading you want to label. When you highlight it, you see this a icon that looks like font icon up here. You click on it. It's just beside the undo and redo button. You click on it. When you click on it, you scroll down and then you look for style. Under style, you see presently the style attached to it is normal text. You click on it and then you apply the H1 element to it. When you apply the H1 element to it, it labels this heading as heading 1. There can be only one heading 1 in your content. Heading 1 is the same thing with your title. So its abbreviated form is called H1. Now you see, every major subheading in the content should be labeled as H2. Now to do that, let's assume you've written your content. So this is a major subheading in the content, right? So you highlight it. When you highlight it, you still follow the same process. You go to font and you come to style and then you click H2, right? Right. So it's an H2. If I'm editing your work, one way I know if you have used it correctly or not is to just inspect it here, right? So I would know if you've used it or not. This is H2. Now, under this H2, if you are going to have subsections for your major heading, then those subsections need to be correctly labeled. So for example, now this website pros and cons is a subsection under this water website, right? It's not an heading that is meant to stand on its own, right? So you would click on the heading and then you apply H3 so that you can tell search engine that it is a subsection under this particular subheading, right? Okay, so now this is another major subheading again. You need to put it in H2, right? So when you put it in H2, you also look for if it has any minor subsection in it. Now, any minor subsection has to be in H3. If you look at this ClickFunnels pros and cons, it is a subsection of this word at ClickFunnels, right? Remember, it is not related to what are website. It's a under what are ClickFunnels, right? Okay, so the same thing too. Now, this is another major subheading. Are there similarities between websites? So you need to label this in H2, right? So this is a subsection under this. Are there similarities between website and ClickFunnels? Now they want to discuss the similarities under this heading, right? So you click on it and then you apply H3. So on and on. That's you need to properly label your heading with the right tags, with the correct tags, so that your audience so that search engine, apart from your audience, search engine will be able to determine this is used to determine the structure of the article. You understand how the H1, how many H1s are you the H1, the H2, H3s, how they are organized, right? So these are under major subheading. So it's very, very important that you correctly apply the heading tag. So this is a major subheading. This is a subsection under the major subheading. So it's going to be in H3. I hope you're able to get this. So this is H3. This is H3. Okay, H3. All right. So now let's assume you have properly formatted your work. Now that has to do with formatting. Now, if you want to save your work as a Google Docs file that is shareable, you need to click on this three dots on the top right corner of the screen. When you click on it, you click on share. When you click on share, you need to click on save as. So when you click on save as, well, it's two ways. Let's come back to this one. Let's do the one I would prefer you use. You click on the three icon. Let's go back. You click on this three icon. When you click on this three icon, you click on share and export. When you click share and export, you see the top icon here. You click on share. So when you click on share, you see manage access. You see it's presently not shared. So you need to click on this padlock so that it will take you to this place where it will prompt you. What kind of access do you want to share? So you need to click change, then change it from restricted to anyone with link. So from anyone with link, you need to set it to editor so that when you share this link to anyone, they'll be able to edit it. So this top right corner is where you can click the icon to share the link to that file. So when you click the icon to that link, you can now paste this link to anyone. Say, for example, now you can paste it to say maybe you want to submit your work. So you can paste it to the person you want to submit, and then this is it, right? So this is how it's going to look like, right? It's going to look like this link. So when they click on it, they can have access to it and they'll be able to edit the content. Do you understand? Thank you. So this is how to do it on a mobile phone. I'm going to show you how to do it on a browser if you're on a browser. But on a browser, it's relatively easy. You just need to go to docs.google.com, and from docs.google.com, the share button is on the top right corner. When you click on the share, you just need to change the permission to editor, and it's pretty straightforward. You can just copy the link from the desktop version. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you.